Hello, in this video we are just going to check how creating friends inside Houdini using Growinfinite is possible. Let's start fresh with creating a geonode and a grid. Change the size of grid to 0.3 and 0.3. Let's create a growing surface to grow some branches from this surface. I want just something like 4. Let's create growing copy. Next level points and next level points adding. Let's add a branch transform to see what do we have. Okay, we have 3 branches. If you go lower than 4, something like 3, it will get an error. For this error we can get back to 4 and then delete each branch we need. For example, we can delete this one and select delete non-selected, and even if we enable the growing motion, it will not cause any problem. Let's check it. It's growing without any problem. I also need to change the rotation in x-axis to -90 to follow the normals better. If we have 0 x rotation reaction, they will be aligned to the normal. I just wanna have some value. Let's also simplify the points of this reaction. I also need to change the scale controllers, as we don't need to have any scale change over our base drawing, which is actually a surface. We don't need to have this. This curve is not reacting about the growth. It's a stable scale amount each branch will have, and I want all of the branches to be 1. This one is also reacting to the growth of parent. If we delete this point, when the parent is smaller, it will not get smaller. In this case, I don't really want to have this effect. Let's continue with creating a branch bend. And let's check the motion again. Branches are reacting to the growth in terms of bend. Let's enable the show guide and check what this branch bend is doing and how we can use it to create a Fern-like bend. First of all, I just wanna have more segments. Here in the branch bend, if we delete these nodes, these points actually, we will get a really Fern-like shape. And if we increase increase here. You can see it's simply getting a shape like a fern. If you increase it from here, let's increase this value. This is okay, I can say, but I just need to have less bend from these positions. It's okay. Actually, the bending of each point is driven with multiplying these two curves with this number. We also have the variation. Let's switch on branch transform and see how variations are working right now. They're curled and unwrapping when the growth is completed. Very nice. And I need to change something about this. In the bend variation, we have two types of variation. First is the bend scale variation. Second, it's bend position variation. In the bend scale variation, we have ability to change the scale of each branch about this guide. Will let us to tell how much of this bend each branch can take. If we have higher scale of bend, then we will use more of this branch. Also, in the position variation, we can tell how and which point of this guide should be the start point of our branch bend. When we have higher values, it will take bends from here, and if we have lower values, it will take the bends from here. I don't really need so much bend scale change in this case, so let's continue with changing the curve a bit. Something like 90 will work. This is scaling and unrolling. Okay, but I don't need to have so much unrolling. So when the growth is completed, we need to have more values. You can see it is close to what I need. Let's play it again. You can see some small artifacts are happening here. This is because our branch is going out of range of bend guide. To fix that, we can easily change the scale from here and it will work better. I wanna increase this scale at the beginning a bit, so I'll use 130 and you can see the bugs are getting more. I want it to be decreased after the growth. In a maximum way they can take the bend. very well. I can now decrease the value from here. Let's change the rotation in y-axis and see the results. Okay, it is better right now. I'm also in need of changing this particular branch only. For cases like that, we have the branch manipulation. It will hold the growth but change something about the special branches that we need. Select the branches and change the rotation easily. It is now getting better shape. So we have our growing system with a Fern-like reaction. We can continue with creating a growing copy. Branch. Next level points. Adding let's add a transform, branch transform now. And see our results. They're really big. Let's change the length to something like 0.2. As you can see, the direction of branch is not true, so I'll use a growing normal to define the direction. Normals can derive the direction of our branches. As we are working on a fern and it has lots of direction change, we need to use $F here. It may cause some flickers in some cases, but I think in this case we will need to use that and it will not have that problem. In most of brands, the default value will work. In most view types, I can say. Also, let's change the rotation from here and see. What we are getting is we getting two brands are working as well, but this one is a shape that we may see in the nature actually, but let's say we want to change it and show what is possible. Let's add a color node here. With red and another holding alt and copy. Let's see our result and check which branch we want to change. This is the branch we want to change, so let's select that one, and here we can use that data, that color data actually for the rotation correction. I just need to have blue to Y rotation, so I need when the blue is 0 and when the blue is 1 rotation. I can put a 90 here, negative 90, and you can see it is now looking upward, more like what we expect. Let's continue with adding bend. I possibly need the same bend for here. As you can see, lots of branches are going out of range, so I need to increase the bend sampling scale to something like 500, and it will completely be adopted. One more thing I need to do is increasing the density. I don't want that irregularity. So let's increase. Very well. In the growing branch bend, we also have color control. We can use the color effect to drive any aspect of variation, scale, or position. I don't wanna use that for now, but it will let us do lots of things. For now, I want to use the base grow to bend the scale around. When the base grow is lower, I want have more bend, and when the base grow is higher, I want 0 value of bend. So let's change and see the starting frames. Let's use something like 30 or 70. It is better. I'm gonna add some curves here. In BSP line mode. Let's copy this parameter and go to the bend position. Change, I want the same effect here, so I can face relative references possibly. And make it to something like 30. In this case, I will need also have more segments. I want more from the center. I think it is better to have 200 segments. Very well. Let's check the results and increase the base grow to bend pose to something like 18. It's going really high. 40 should be enough. Okay. Very Fern like, you can say it is. Let's merge these two levels and see how it looks. Merge node. The pure view. Going color. Let's take a preview of Flipbook. I don't want the density of next level be high when they're starting to grow on top of their parent branch, so I'll change it from here. I possibly need this for next level as well, so I copy this parameter and paste values here. I also need to have more scale about the bend, and they are beginning. Let's get these guys a bit smaller and change the bend guide to something like 1000. I also need to have a secondary growth. Secondary growth is a scale parameter that grows the next level points with the branch during their growth and lifts up actually the next level branch with this level. So I want it to be 2. When the scale is going up, the next level points will also get far from their parent. One should be enough. In the scale variation, I need more scale. So let's check 90. Or yes, it is better, I think I can say. 300 is good. In the bend position, let's change it a bit. I can say it is better, but causes some problems. So okay. One more thing I need to do is changing the direction of these branches. I want them to be a little upward, so I can use the rolling or W rotation here. If we put one value, this will roll all of the branches over their parent. We multiply this ramp would be multiplied with this number. Let's check it. You can see all of the branches are rotated, but one thing I don't really want to have is that the left ones are upward and the right ones are downward. For that, I've put the switch here. We can turn on mirrored rotation. It will hold the mirrored look of Friends. I need something like -50, I can say. -50 would be okay. Let's say we want to play a bit more with this shape, and let's change the bend a bit. I want to have less position for the beginning, so I'll reduce this to something like 13 or 40 possibly, and increase the scale. I can say it is more like a fern in this way. Yes, it is better, I can say. Very well, we can say we are kind of done with this, and I love really the shape. So let's create a flipbook. Okay, we have created the basic structure for growing fern. In next video, we will continue with creation of branch and trunk meshes, as well as creation of next level leaves, which is final piece of this structure.